What's up? I'm pregnant. The words dropped like a bomb. What? Yes, I am pregnant. You serious? Yes, I'm pregnant. And just like that, Sierra Gates flipped the entire Love and Hip Hop Atlanta storyline upside down. 1 second, it's lace fronts, lip gloss, and petty arguments. The next, she's saying she's carrying Young Joc's baby. Nobody was ready for this. Not the cast, not the crew, and definitely not the fans. It felt like a whole new era of chaos had just begun. Pregnancy announcements in this world aren't just personal news. They're bombs dropped straight into already overheated group chats. This wasn't just "I'm having a baby." This was a full scandal starter pack. Within minutes, the internet went into detective mode, zooming in on old clips, replaying moments from past episodes, and swearing they caught signs all along. That one scene where Joc's hand lingered too long on Sierra's shoulder? Now people were calling it the clue. The scent of secrets and controversy was already in the air. Over the years, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta has given us wig snatches, sister, fights, cheating exposés, and side chick reveal parties. But Sierra's latest plot twist? It felt like a national emergency in stilettos. Picture it. The ladies are seated, the energy is thick enough to choke on. Friendships hanging by threads. You can almost feel the tension through the screen. And just when it seems like Sierra might walk away quietly, she drops that line. No whispers. No side eyes. Just stunned silence. Even the women with Botox were blinking in shock. And here's where it gets messy. Joc has a reputation. In Atlanta, he's practically the southern version of Nick Cannon. Always smiling, always in the mix, and somehow always adding new baby mamas to the family tree. His kids pop up like surprise plot twists. So of course, the internet exploded. Twitter crashed under the weight of think pieces and jokes. Instagram was flooded with screen grabs of Sierra and Joc together. Fans asking, did it happen here? The why? Truth? Sierra and Joc weren't even officially together in public. No "my man" captions, no matching selfies, no hint that she was ready to be a mom, at least not with him. But for those who followed Sierra's journey, scandal isn't new. She survived public heartbreak, tearful reunions, and toxic relationships. Still, this was a different level, and the question hung in the air. How did it even happen? A late-night studio session? Too much tequila? A moment they both knew they shouldn't have? We may never know. But Sierra says she's pregnant. Joc is the father, and the internet is losing its mind. Things only got messier when a behind-the-scenes video leaked. In it, a crew member's voice crackled over a headset. We got the paperwork. She's pregnant and Young Joc is the father. Alleged court documents, DNA pre-checks, and medical records started floating around online. The clip vanished from VH1 servers, but not before it was screen recorded and spread everywhere. That week, Joc was spotted in Miami, and fans instantly started piecing together timelines. A TikTok even went viral breaking down Sierra's nail designs in March posts to match her mystery appearance off-camera at the reunion. Meanwhile, Joc stayed silent. No interviews, no posts, not even a congratulatory emoji, which only made things worse. Social media did what it does best, turning the pregnancy into a movie trailer-style scandal. Slow zooms, fan edits, and dramatic captions like, "It was always you, Joc." Then came more whispers, claims from insiders that they'd seen Joc rubbing Sierra's back during lunch in a way that wasn't just friends. Some said he looked nervous, others said she looked too happy, and hanging over all of it? The fact that Joc is married to Kendra. Rumor blogs reported that Kendra had already been spotted moving boxes out of their Atlanta condo. The blurry paparazzi. Photos screamed, "I'm done," even with her sunglasses on. Through it all, Sierra soaked up the attention. She appeared at brunch in a fitted pink dress, hand resting proudly on her bump. "This baby was sent to me," she told the girls as Carly Red leaned in and asked, "So, you keeping it?" Outside of the show, Twitter was a battlefield. Team Sierra told her to enjoy her pregnancy and let Joc step up. Others dragged her for knowing exactly who he was. One GoFundMe titled "Diapers for Baby Joc" even popped up, raising $800 in one day before being taken down. And just when the drama seemed like it might settle, more screenshots hit the blogs. Alleged conversations between Joc and another woman Producers scrambling to re-edit episodes. Club sightings in Buckhead with Joc hosting Daddy Season and Sierra making a surprise appearance. The tension was so thick, you could cut it with a camera tripod. By the time the dust cleared, the public was convinced. This wasn't just a pregnancy announcement. This was the start of the messiest love and hip-hop storyline in years. The rumors didn't stop at the spicy gossip. They got darker. A shady source, claiming to be the cousin of a hairstylist's friend, swore they saw Young Joc and Sierra Gates together in a Kroger parking lot. Not just talking, not just friendly. Something more. And here's the twist. If that timeline is right, it would mean this moment happened while Joc was still trying to fix his marriage with Kendra Robinson. That makes this more than a pregnancy scandal. It turns the whole love and hip-hop Atlanta brand into a messy franchise betrayal. Insiders say producers had originally planned for the season's drama to center on small disputes. A little cheating rumor here, a petty fight there, maybe even some lil scrappy chaos. But once Sierra dropped her bomb, those plans exploded. Episodes were suddenly re-edited overnight. Emergency confessionals were filmed to catch raw reactions. One crew member even joked, "We were filming a brunch scene," and suddenly it turned into the Maury show. Fans had their own take. Sierra knew exactly what she was doing, and she dropped that news like it was the BET Awards. Some viewers believe Mona Scott herself, queen of cliffhangers and chaos, might have staged the whole thing. And if that's true, she struck gold. Ratings allegedly shot up by 38% overnight. The biggest question? Is Joc actually the father? Alleged leaked documents from a private Buckhead clinic suggest a paternity test is already on the calendar. But Joc reportedly doesn't trust anything tied to love and hip-hop. He even joked that he'd only believe results from 2 separate labs, a comment that allegedly sent Kendra storming off set for good. Meanwhile, Sierra leaned into the moment. At one taping, she held her ultrasound photos high like she'd just dropped a hit single. "This baby is my joy," she said. "And if it's Joc's, we're going to handle it like grown folks. Or at least reality TV grown folks. Not." Everyone bought it. Some viewers called it a scripted ratings stunt, pointing out it echoed an old Jocelyn Hernandez storyline, where Stevie J was dragged into DNA drama. Even Stevie joined the fun, posting a baby bottle emoji on Instagram. And because this is love and hip-hop, people are already predicting what comes next. A baby shower brawl, an uninvited guest, maybe even Carly Red fainting for the cameras. One insider joked, "At this point, Joc needs a family tree app just to keep track of roll call." But Kendra isn't playing along. She's not filming, not showing up to events, and not playing a side role in her husband's scandal. Tension is so high that next week's filming is rumored to feature Sierra, Joc, and Kendra sitting down together. Picture Kendra with a mimosa in one hand, side-eyeing Joc while he shows up with a gift bag, his barber, and maybe even a new girlfriend. Social media, of course, is eating it up. Fans are calling for a spin-off called ATL Diaries. Sierra and the AMBs are baby daddy. In the meantime, Sierra has gone quiet online, posting only cryptic messages like, "What's meant to be will be," and "God gives his toughest battles to his baddest queens." Pre-production whispers say VH1 is already planning baby bump fashion specials, paternity test footage, and maybe even a one-on-one showdown between Joc and Kendra, hosted by Dr. Jeff. And then, the final shock. An unnamed source claims another cast member might also be pregnant, and could be hiding it because the father might be the same man. If that's true, this isn't just a pregnancy reveal. It's a reality TV earthquake, the kind that shakes every friendship, situationship, and casual hookup in its path. In Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, drama isn't just entertainment, it's a requirement. And in this case, the truth might be optional. The only questions now are, who is the real father? Is Joc refusing DNA testing because he's hiding something? Or is this all Mona Scott's ultimate ratings play? We don't know yet. But one thing's certain, this story is far from over. Through it all, Sierra soaked up the attention. She appeared at brunch in a fitted pink dress, hand resting proudly on her bump. "This baby was sent to me," she told the girls, as Carly Red leaned in and asked, "So, you keeping it?" Outside of the show, Twitter was a battlefield. Team Sierra told her to enjoy her pregnancy and let Joc step up. Others dragged her for knowing exactly who he was. One GoFundMe titled "Diapers for Baby Joc" even popped up, raising $800 in one day before being taken down. And just when the drama seemed like it might settle, more screenshots hit the blogs. Alleged conversations between Joc and another woman, producers scrambling to re-edit episodes, club sightings in Buckhead with Joc hosting Daddy Season and Sierra making a surprise appearance. The tension was so thick you could cut it with a camera tripod. By the time the dust cleared, the public was convinced. This wasn't just a pregnancy announcement. This was the start of the messiest love and hip-hop storyline in years. The rumors didn't stop at the spicy gossip. They got darker. A shady source claiming to be the cousin of a hairstylist's friend swore they saw Young Joc and Sierra Gates together in a Kroger parking lot. Not just talking, not just friendly. Something more. And here's the twist. If that timeline is right, it would mean this moment happened while Joc was still trying to fix his marriage with Kendra Robinson. That makes this more than a pregnancy scandal. It turns the whole love and hip-hop Atlanta brand into a messy franchise. Betrayal.